I am your host, Blake Hardison, and I really do have an exciting episode for you guys today. I have a good friend of mine who has helped me, I would say, become the person I am today. He's helped me stay on, I guess you could say, 10 toes down, made sure even when I am down, he's going to pick me back up, and goes back and forth, goes both ways. The co-founder and entrepreneur of Cant Stop Pursuing, which is a very big movement that has gone around in Owensboro and even further than that. A good friend of mine, Bruce Ayres.
Yo. What's up, world? It's your boy, Bruce.
My man. What's going on, bro?
What's up, man? My boy?
Man, it's been a long time. I ain't seen you at least probably like a couple weeks, I would say.
It's been a while, for sure. But that's a good thing, Staying busy. We both busy.
Man, growing up.
Right.
I was listening to a podcast. It was Duncan Trussell Family Hour. It's the dude that does that midnight gospel show.
Yeah.
And one of the dudes was on there was talking about, there's no adults. We're all just older. Nobody knows what the fuck they're doing. We're just older, right, man.
I swear, it is crazy. It's coming fast, too, man. Dang.
Real fast.
I just turned 27.
Hey, man.
It's a big thing, man.
It is a big thing. I was thinking...
Closer to 30.
Man, I was just talking to my mom's the other day, and I was telling her, I'm not even afraid to turn 30 anymore.
For real?
Yeah, bro, because I think me and Stefan were talking about this the other day, but if you really think about it, most males are in their prime, mental and physical, in their 30 to 35.
I can see that.
It's about the time where your mind and body truly connects.
Yeah. So I'm telling what I'm going to be on by the time I'm 30, 35, man, hopefully.
Man, that's 3 to 8 years.
Yeah.
Ain't no telling.
There's a lot to achieve in those years. 3 to 8 years from now. Yeah. Sky's the limit, bro.
Sky is the limit, man. It's always been the limit. And that's kind of been your mindset for a while too, bro.
Right.
If you think back in the Shaq days, I was thinking earlier when I was on the drive here, I was thinking man, who would have thought that we'd be where we were?
Man.
But we did. We didn't know exactly where we was going to be, but we knew we was going to do something.
It's crazy. We kind of spoke it into existence, though, just because of the conversations we were having back then. I guess it was kind of grooming us for what it is now. Man,
it really is, if you think about it. Like I said, we knew we was going to do something.
Right.
We worked on a lot of different avenues of stuff. We used to do the rapping back in the day.
Yeah. Way back in the day.
Hey, my man used to have them Hot 16.
Have them bars, man.
You did have them bars. It was lit.
I swear.
It
was fun.
Need to get you on here and do a little freestyle sometime.
Yeah. I might have to one day, man. But yeah, even that was fun, and how far we took it with that. I was listening to that new Drake,
What was it? Laugh Now, Cry Later?
Yes, sir. Everybody know that Drake's the GOAT, but that's another conversation to have.
No, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead.
Lil Durk kind of snapped.
Lil Durk kind of did snap.
Right.
For a small amount of time that he was in that song.
Right.
But yeah, he did snap. I ain't the biggest fan of Lil Durk, but when he does, when he snaps, it's alright.
Right.
Man, this man thinks Drake's the GOAT. The GOAT or just this?
I'll say, when I say GOAT, I mean of our generation. I know Wayne is, I guess, officially the GOAT.
And if it wasn't for Wayne, there'd be no Drake.
Right. But right behind Wayne is Drake.
Now, what standards are we putting that in? Are we saying sales? Playability,
lyrically, melody-wise.
I can give you all of those except for one.
What?
Lyrically.
Wow.
Not only is this shit cheesy, and don't get it twisted, I'm a Drake fan. I fuck with Drake. Cheesy, bro. Yes, cheesy.
Cheesy?
The video wasn't cheesy for Laugh Now, Cry Later.
But that's what videos are right now.
I don't know, man. It was a little cheesy. And the man don't even write his own stuff.
Come on, man.
You can't be the GOAT and not write your own stuff.
For a while.
It has been an argument. That's always my counter argument to you.
I swear.
It's just the facts, man. You can't say easy.
It's a fact that he does write his own stuff, man. Like, he's been in the game over 10 years.
And
you feel me?
Probably like 5 or 7 of the years.
Over 10 years, he's never wrote none of these bars.
I'm not saying he never wrote it, but I'm saying we know Take Care was The Weeknd's album.
I wouldn't say that.
I would. And that album was the hottest. Still, I
swear.
Nothing Was the Same right after that? And that's
Nothing
a very close second,
that's
bro.
Neck and neck.
Very
that's
close.
Neck.
And I mean, that's just an opinion, like which one you like better, but yeah. I think Take Care is
full of classics.
Bro, I swear. Like I said, I'm a Drake fan, bro, but I'm not going to sit here and say he's the GOAT.
So who do you think is above Drake?
In this generation? You already know I got to throw my boy Cole up there. J. Cole.
Yeah, J. Cole's, he's nice lyrically.
Lyrically, flow, melody. Cole.
But he's not Drake.
No, what he isn't is...
you don't think J. Cole ever had help in the studio?
I'm not saying he didn't have help, but I don't think J. Cole's the type of person that didn't write his bars. Like, the lyrics that he's got, like, that can only come from, like, a singular mind. At least most of them.
I mean, I guess, man, but still, bar for bar, I'm going with Drake every time.
Bar for
10
bar.
10 out of 10 times, I'm going with Drake.
I would even say Kendrick's better than Drake.
If you have Travis Scott and one other artist to come up with a hit, who you taking?
Travis Scott and one other artist?
Yeah.
I'm picking Cole. All day.
What?
Facts. Super facts.
For a hit? Going number
You're telling
one,
me J.
top
Cole,
of the charts.
You're telling me J. Cole can't go number one with Travis Scott?
Yeah, I believe he will for sure. But it's not going to do the same numbers as it would with Drake.
But we're not talking about numbers, though. We're not just specifically talking about numbers when you're talking about the rap game.
Yeah.
Like I said, you can't tell me that Eazy-E was the best rapper back in the day because he didn't write his own shit. And when he did write his own shit, it was whack. Stupid whack. He had a flow.
Yeah.
But we know Q wrote them bars.
Yeah, Q.
Like, people have their ghostwriters. They can have their ghostwriters. I ain't worried about that. But you can't have a ghostwriter and be a GOAT.
Right.
In my eyes. Like, it could be, it's a different discussion for everybody.
Even if you can take 10 of Drake's hits away and he'd still be number one.
He definitely gets, like I said, the playability. He definitely gets that. I mean, no matter what song he puts out, it's going to get played.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's what the GOAT does.
No, it's not a GOAT thing.
I swear. I mean, like...
If you think about it, any song that gets put on the radio, though, from anybody for the most part, they're going to listen to it if that's their favorite artist.
Right. But still, it's like a hit and like... I don't know, man. I'm going with Drake.
We just going to have to agree to disagree. Like we have been for the past 5 years or some shit.
No, I still be seeing you drive by and you still be bumping Drake, but...
Like I said, bro, I fuck with Drake. I'm not ever going to say I don't fuck with Drake.
Right. But
I'm not going to say that he's a GOAT. I fuck with Drake.
I got you.
I be listening to Drake in the gym.
We'll have to go to a Drake concert one time.
Hey, I bet it would be lit.
It's lit.
I bet it would be. You and your girl went, right?
Yep.
I bet that was stupid lit.
What's up, Taylor?
Hey, shout out Taylor. Apollo class 2011.
Hey.
All 3 of us. Man. That was a time, bro.
Man.
2011, 2010, 2011, that was our year, bro.
Man. It was almost 10 years ago, bro.
It was almost 10 years ago. I don't even feel like 18 was almost 10 years ago, though.
I swear.
Like, I just felt like I could have probably graduated high school like 2-3 years ago. Like, it felt like it.
That's how you feel?
Yeah. Like, I just don't feel like there's been that much time where it's been almost a decade.
Yeah, it's kind of flown by, really. But I'm glad we're here where we are today.
I swear. If it wasn't for shit back in the day, if it wasn't for all that, we wouldn't be here.
That's true. It was good times, though, man.
Track season.
Set records.
Hey, setting hella records, bro. I almost broke the 400-meter record.
I know. It was
Super
quick,
close.
bro.
Super close.
Should have went D1 for real.
I could have if I ran 4 years, for real.
Why didn't you?
Me and Coach Grant just couldn't get along.
For real.
Yeah, I was a rebellious teenager. You couldn't tell me shit.
Damn.
So, like, once I had, like, I wouldn't say, like, a powerful figure, like, trying to tell me what to do, because my pops did that. But he just did it in, like, a different sense. He knew how to fuck with me, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Shout out my pops. Realest OG I ever knew. But, I don't know. Just the way, you know how Coach Grant be.
Right.
If he get on you, bruh, he get on you.
Yeah.
So
he's going to be on your head. Shout out Coach Grant, man.
Hey, for real, though, once you got to know him and everything, he just wanted the best for you. He just had a different way of approaching it.
For sure. I appreciate him, man.
Oh, facts. I saw him last year when I was reffing a volleyball game, and we sat there and chopped it up for probably about 30, 45 minutes.
For real? Last year?
Yeah.
So he's still around?
It was out of town. I couldn't tell you exactly. Maybe Muhlenberg, but
yeah,
I couldn't tell you.
I'm trying to get up with Coach Grant for sure.
Yeah. If anybody has any contact with Coach Grant, David Grant.
David Grant.
What was his nickname?
Um,
He got that big old panther tattooed on him when we was running. You remember that?
I think I do, but
It was a long time ago.
it was some good times though.
Man.
He pushed us, so we definitely needed that. We had a championship team.
That team
All-star
was
lineup.
ignorant, bruh. From the sprints to the distance.
Right.
Shout out Charlie Schulte too, bro. We can't leave out Charlie. You know, he was the reason I even stayed in there. If it wasn't for him, I would have just quit just like I did every other year. Me and Andrew Owen almost walked out the same day.
What year was this?
That was senior year.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, Coach Grant was doing Coach Grant stuff. And me and Andrew Owen was like, fuck it, we out. So we bounced, and then Charlie saw me one day, I think the next day. He was like, why'd you leave? And I was like, chopping it up. And he was like, you can run with us. And he still let me do sprints.
Okay, yeah, I think I remember that.
Yeah, shout out Charlie, bro.
Yeah, we was running, man, doing, I forgot what they call ladders or something. It was like 20 degrees, 30 degrees outside or something. Had the bubble coats on.
Bubble coats?
Just running sprints. Felt like I was on like a Alaskan bobsledding team. But
we are Jamaican bobsled team. Hey, yeah, bro. Man, Charlie used to train me for the 400, which I was not trying to fuck with, but I ended up being all right at it. And then training me for the 800 too to run at state, and them exercises were fucking crazy, bro.
I bet I could not go.
Bro, like, we'd have to run like 8 300-meter rounds, probably like 75%. Like, bro, that shit is tiring.
I bet. I still to this day don't know how I made it through one single track practice.
I couldn't do it now.
I definitely can't do it now.
I couldn't take the cardio. I could take the mental ability to do it, but like just running over and over at a 75, 80%. Right. Bruh, hell no. I couldn't run no 400 right now.
Full speed?
Fuck no. Fuck no, bruh. My ass would hurt once I got to that 200 meter. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
That oxygen deprivation. You get to that last 300 meters, you're like, ah. Man, fuck that.
I ran 1 400 at a meet. I started off strong. I was up there with like the top 3. I was like, okay, yeah, I think I got this at like 200 meters, but
that last 200 meters was long as hell. I remember it was me, you, and Dre, and I was getting ready to start the 400 at Region. We were at Henderson, bro. I think somehow, or no, I think that day was like supposed to be one of the days that the world ended or some shit like that.
Oh yeah,
you remember that, bro?
Yeah.
And
yes, sir.
I was getting ready to start the 400. I was ranked first and everything, or in that race. And you and Dre was in there. He was like, "Hey, you about to get ready?" Over hyping me up. And I was like, "Shit, the world about to end. We gonna see what happens." And that was when I almost broke the school record.
Yeah.
Charlie told me to take it as easy as possible too.
For real?
I had this dude from Henderson on my ass though.
Dang.
Yeah.
You think you could have beat it?
If I knew.
For real?
Like if it was something that, because that was a PR that I ran a personal record that time. So it was the fastest I'd ever ran all year. So, but if I knew that I was that close and like somebody was telling me like, if you beat the record, blah, 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 like, dang, yeah, bro, I was off by like
was
0.02.
It the end of the Mayan calendar?
No, because that was December 21st or 22nd, something like that. It was in December. Mm-hmm. I don't remember why it was one of the days that it was supposed to end. You know, people come up with some weird shit.
Yeah, I remember that day. It was what's up. Was that your first race of the day, or?
I can't remember how they do the order of it. I want to say I did the 200 before that. Because I did the 200, the 4x2, and then the 400 and the 4x4. And if you really think about it, bro, that's almost a mile in a meet. Like, I'm running 800 with doing 2 400s. And then another 400 on that, and that's 1,200. That's 3 laps. 4 laps is a mile. So I'm running a full sprint mile almost every meet. Yeah. Man, fuck that. If I would have thought about that back then, I would have never done it.
Workout in, bro.
I swear.
For sure.
Moving, too. I remember Mason Dixon hawked that one dude. Remember that shit?
Yeah.
That was lit.
Fun times, man.
It was some fun times. With, back then, you think you'd be doing what you're doing now? Like selling houses and shit?
Not at all. Not at all.
Because you did just start doing that here recently, right?
Yep.
Selling houses.
If anybody out there is looking for a new house, thinking about getting an investment property, thinking about selling your own house, you know, give me a call. 270-903-1042.
Hey, for real, if you are looking for, looking a place that you want to move into, for real, check my homie out.
Yes,
He's going to get you right.
Licensed realtor, you know.
Licensed realtor. Congratulations on that too,
the
bro.
Harris Jarbro Group, you know, with Keller Williams Elite. Shop with me.
Official with it.
Yes, sir.
Official with it.
Came a long way, man.
Did come a long way, bro.
Long way.
Man, what got you into that?
Always kind of thought about it. Even back in the days in the shack when we was kids, just always dreamed of something like that. And once I started working at the bank, I just kind of started seeing the documents about the whole home buying process. So I kind of familiarized myself with all the documents. I'm like, you know what? I think I can do this. I'm trying to take this to the next step. I'm tired of working for somebody else. I'd rather work for myself, be my own business, you know, push myself to my own limits. Can't stop pursuing. Practice what I preach.
Hey, what we say?
We don't try, we do.
Hey, I swear.
You know, so started just like watching videos on YouTube, studying stuff, reading books on real estate, just to get, some knowledge in the field. Started talking to some people that I know who sell houses around here. Got some information. Went to the school, got my license, and now I'm a licensed real estate agent. And, kind of manifested it for a while.
Man, I swear you really did.
Yeah.
Before you even got your license, you was out there grinding.
Right.
Like hella grinding, bro.
I swear.
I feel like this COVID stuff probably for you was a perfect thing.
Yeah, it worked out pretty good for real. I'd say so. Just because it was a kind of tough market for real when I jumped in, because nobody's really selling anything, nobody's working, so I had to work extra hard. So when I'm first jumping in, I got to work extra hard. So now I'm accustomed to working extra hard,
which you've already been accustomed to that for a minute,
right? So that's all I know now. So even when people are taking it easy, I'm still working extra hard, getting my clients what they need, taking care of what I got to take care of. So, yeah.
I feel you. And you actually just took a call right before we even got started, too.
I swear.
And it was what, like 7:45?
Always Always on the clock.
Man, what was it? What? There was a shirt that Lil Snoop wore, I think. What was it?
R.I.P. Lil Snoop.
R.I.P. Lil Snoop, facts.
Man, he had a bright future.
Hella bright.
R.I.P. Nipsey Hussle. R.I.P. Kobe Bryant. R.I.P. Gianna Bryant.
Yeah. I mean, that's grinders. That's the type of people that we've looked up to for years. I knew that Kobe was like your second favorite player of all time.
Yeah.
So, like, what did Kobe mean to you?
Really, man, besides, I say Kobe's number 2 GOAT on the list of basketball for sure.
Facts.
Right after Michael Jordan.
Hella facts.
But even beside basketball, just how to grind, how to push, how to persevere through anything to be the greatest. You got to work. And, he showed that through basketball, through his actions. And, just growing up, seeing that's who I idolized in basketball, him and Allen Iverson.
Which is your number
for
one.
Sure. Yeah. Shout out Allen Iverson, man. That's who I wanted to really be like when I was a kid. I had the braids, AIs. That was crispy, but yeah, man, he was just a figure that showed us how to be the greatest.
And I mean, even his demeanor too, bro. Like, if you think about it, after he retired, that was just one stepping stone, bro. Like, he was doing so much other shit after he retired, bro.
Right.
Like, for real, rest in power, Kobe. Like, I think that's where 2020 fucked up. Like, that when that shit happened, 2020 was like, all right, this shit ain't right. Like, the simulation is broken.
That was crazy, man. Crazy news. We had a basketball game, I believe, the same day that I found out the news. I was eating at Longhorn, and my little brother-in-law, Brandon, shout out Brandon, what up, Brandon? But he was like, man, did you hear about Kobe? I heard the news. I was like, man, that can't be real.
Made you sick.
I swear.
I was sick
like
for the whole day, bro.
Yeah.
Because that Amine album, that Kobe did you listen to a little snippet?
Yeah.
Bro, like, he put into words exactly perfect of, like, how it was. He's talking about how, like, his innocence and his childhood, like, him being a young person died when Kobe died. Like, I think that's facts, bro.
I swear. Yeah, we had a playoff game, first round. And right after I heard the news, we had to go to the game, talk to the team, broke the news to them. We went out that game, took care of business.
Got the dub. Lit.
But yeah.
What?
Still's not real, for real.
I swear, bro, like, it's just, it's kind of like getting used to, kind of like a family member being gone, bro. You just kind of get used to it, and then you just forget that it even, like, it's a real thing.
Right.
Because you just expect it to be there.
Right.
Like, my grandmother died, 24 years ago? And sometimes I still just, like, walk in the house and expect her to be there. So It's kind of like that.
Yeah. Man.
Rest in power to all the people that done left us too early.
Yeah.
Been plenty of people, man. Plenty of people. We take life for granted, man.
We do. But it's all in, I guess, what you do on a daily basis and how you choose to, live out your day. We all got the same 24 hours in a day. And what we choose to do those hours every day is what we'll get out of life.
Man, that's one thing I've been trying to work on is kind of like living in the now.
Right.
Because we get too caught up in like just the shit that we're doing. And I mean, it could be the tiniest shit that we're doing, bro. But like just trying to live in the now, trying to appreciate like what's going on at this moment or like the moment that's coming in the next, few hours or whatever.
Right.
It's tough, bro. It's hella tough.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to I'm definitely trying to travel some more, see some more of the world, go out of the country a couple more times, just do some stuff.
Where all have you visited?
Man, not a lot of places for real.
You've been more places than I have.
Where all you been?
Man, I ain't even been out of the country before.
Where you been in state though, or like in the United
I went
States?
to Florida a couple times. Been to Illinois. Nowhere really like interesting for real, other than Florida. A couple places I want to go. I want to go to Cali. I want to go out there. I want to go to Colorado, Oregon. It's kind of like, other than LA, which I mean they have mountains, but I want to go like a mountainous place.
Like where? Like Montana?
Well, I mean, yeah, like Montana or Colorado or, even the Smokies. I haven't ever been to the Smokies.
Me neither.
And that's in Tennessee. So, just, I'm an outdoor person. I like to hike, rock climb if I can. So just going somewhere that could get me away from, home for a little while, going somewhere like that. That's probably my next goal.
That's what's up. Yeah, I've been to Florida.
Don't worry, we'll come back.
Now I haven't been too many places, but yeah, I've been on the Carnival cruise. We went to the Bahamas.
Okay.
That was pretty nice.
Is that where you proposed?
On the way to the Bahamas.
Okay.
Right. In the middle of the ocean, Actually, I was in the Bermuda Triangle.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Damn,
That
that's
was crazy.
wild.
I didn't even know
Oh, shit.
until it was like smack dead in the middle.
That could have fucked everything up.
Right. That's crazy. Could have got abducted by aliens.
Man.
But yeah, the Bahamas, Cayman Islands, Half Moon Cay,
Okay.
and Grand Turk.
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Yeah, it's like Turks and Caicos.
Oh, okay.
Been to Mexico on our honeymoon.
Hey, that's lit. How was that?
It was dope, man.
What was your favorite thing
dope.
about there?
Favorite thing would probably be the food.
The food?
Yeah.
Was it fire?
It was delicious. They had a not a T-bone, but
Like a ribeye?
maybe it was a T-bone. I think it was a T-bone.
Got like a
steak.
bone in it?
Yeah.
Got a T?
It was delicious, man. Best steak
For real?
ever. I swear.
Did you use any sauce?
No.
You didn't have to use no sauce?
No sauce.
You didn't even use no ketchup?
None.
They might have shot you.
Definitely not ketchup.
They might have shot you if that happened.
But man, it was the best steak I ever had. They also had this like little lounge area.
Mm-hmm.
And it was during the time that the playoffs were going on. Or I believe it was the finals actually. So we would go in there and watch the games. They would have like different type of themed nights on like the little balcony area. So one night it was like a Cuban night. And they were like rolling their own cigars out there. Or one night it'd be like, I don't know, just different types of nights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet that was dope.
Yeah. It was nice.
So, what would you say, like, your favorite place that you've been?
Favorite place? Man, I'd probably say the Cayman Islands for sure. Half Moon Cay. It was pretty lit.
For real?
Yeah, it was beautiful. The water was clear. You could see the sand. Like, it was crazy. I still got to go to California, though. I want to get to California for sure.
Oh, yeah, I would like to go out to Cali. Yeah, I mean, you know me. There's one place in Cali I want to go.
Where?
You already know. Compton.
Compton? You want to go to Compton?
I do want to go to Compton.
The city of Compton?
Yeah, you know me.
Okay.
That would be lit. But I mean, I want to visit just Cali in general. But
Right.
while I'm down there, Compton is definitely on the map of where I want to go. Some people probably wouldn't ever say that.
For real.
Like, where you want to go? Compton. They just look at you like you're a dummy. But, man, I mean, there's just so much history in Compton, bro. Especially, like, I'm obsessed with the 90s hip-hop era. Especially, like, the West Side, you know? So,
Right.
I mean, I gotta go to Compton.
When you plan on going?
Man, sometime.
Man.
We
I
know
was
some
you.
people that are there, too.
If I was you, I'd just go ahead and buy a ticket and lock yourself in. Do it.
Yeah, but right now, like, the traveling and everything, like, I just don't want to be traveling, like, during all this.
Right.
Because there ain't no telling what there is different with
Same.
Kentucky compared to California.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if I get there, do I have to quarantine for 2 weeks and then come back or what?
Right. Yeah.
Speaking of all that COVID stuff, what has that done to the house market?
Right now, we've actually seen that everything is still going on. Like, people are still buying houses. People are still selling houses. Interest rates right now are extremely low. So if anybody is actually thinking about buying a house, I say now is probably the best time to buy one.
Is it kind of like the 2008 recession? Because they had like a big bubble bust or whatever back then, right?
Yeah.
Dang.
But these are like historically low rates. Like,
For real?
yeah, like 2.5, 3.2s, whatever.
That's fucking wild.
Right.
Shit, we used
A lot of people are refinancing right now. Yeah, definitely. If you're thinking about buying, like I said, give me a call, reach out to me. I can get you with a lender and we can see, you know, if we can make something work.
With interest rates that low, how could you not want to buy a house or at least try to refinance it if
Right.
you're already in the market, you know?
Or if you even have a house and think about, you know, moving to your dream house. You can sell your house right now, you know, make a little money for that down payment on your dream house. And, you know, if you really want to make the most out of your house right now, I say today's market is definitely the time to make a move.
Hit him with that hotline bling.
Definitely.
Hey, you already know.
You're going to have to insert a little phone
Hey.
sound effect.
Hey. So, people are just, like, even though a lot of people aren't working, they're still buying houses like it's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, like I'm seeing a lot of multi-offers. A lot of people are getting, you know, their home over asking price. Just from negotiations with multi-offers, you know, it's crazy. So I definitely say make a move.
Definitely make a move if you're in the market or if you're even thinking about it. Because I see you post stuff all the time, kind of like what's stopping you from buying a house right now.
Right.
So like, and
And even if it's credit, we have lenders that, you know, can get you on the credit repair program, and I can get you connected with them, and put you on a plan to where your credit is squared away and you can get approved to buy a home, even if that takes 3 months, you know, 6 months, even up to, you know, a year or however long. They can get you on a program to, you know, get you on the right path to buy a house.
Is that kind of like new, or is that like kind of been a thing for a little while?
You know, I can't say exactly because I've never been, you know, too educated on like that until I kind of educated myself. So once I found out about it, I'm trying to let everyone I know about it because, you know, that's great. That's a great resource to have.
It is, bro. Like, I would say most people aren't getting a house mostly because of their credit.
Right.
You know, they're kind of afraid of getting declined and stuff like that. So knowing that there's something out there like that,
right,
that's dope.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah. So if you're even thinking about buying and you don't think your credit is where it needs to be, still reach out to me. I can get you connected to the right person and put you on a plan to where you will be able to buy a home.
What would you say that most people are saying is the reason that they're not buying a house if it's not credit?
The other reason I would say is down payment. I'd say.
Okay.
They're still saving for a down payment, maybe. Even with that, there's different type of loans. You can, maybe get approved for like a FHA loan, where you only may require up to like 3.5% for down payment. Also, some lenders, have different type of programs that maybe you could have qualified for that can help you out as far as the down payment. So you just gotta kind of reach out, learn, fail forward. If you don't, they'll, tell you what you need to do and how you can get it done.
Okay, so I would say like your average person doesn't know this, like the stuff that you're telling us.
For real?
Like
I say I didn't know it.
That's what I'm saying. Like I didn't, like we worked at U.S. Bank Home Mortgage, you know, and like I knew the documents because we had to work on it, but I didn't know there was like a credit repair or I knew that there was different loans, but I didn't know that you had options when it came down to like a down payment.
Right. Yeah, there's options, and just knowing that there's someone out there that can get you on the right path and work with you. Because some people, they can look on like Credit Karma and see some stuff that they need to pay on and just go ahead and pay it, which seems like a good idea. But, they can tell you exactly what you need to do to make sure you're paying on the right things to raise your score. So that's definitely a good resource and a good thing to know.
It really is
to let people know, because I don't think a lot of people really know about that.
No, I mean, you have professionals. That's what they are. They're professionals to help you raise your scores so you can get that loan. So technically what I'm hearing right now is if you have the funds available and you're looking, like, you should probably get your shit together right now.
Right. At least apply. Yeah. I'd say.
What's the worst thing you can get? Is a no?
They'll let you know, yes, this is what you are approved for, or this is what you need to work on, and this is how we can get you there. So I definitely say go out and try and get with me, or just reach out to me, and I can walk you through the whole process. So
get you to somebody that can help you, even if you can't. That's lit. That's stupid lit.
For sure. That's what I'm about, man. I'm just trying to help people, educate everyone I know, everyone I can, to, do some things that maybe they thought they never could do.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of jumping subjects, but that's kind of where CSP came in, right?
Exactly.
Like,
it's kind of like the whole.
You want to go into
full circle?
Go ahead and go into that.
Let's do it.
I mean, like, just like kind of tell the people that don't know about it what it's about.
I say a lifestyle,
Mm-hmm.
A mantra, a daily reminder. You can take it however you want to take it. Put it in any kind of,
like a context.
Way you want to. Yeah. Right. Can't Stop Pursuing. Kind of, I guess, man, just a motivation and some inspiration to never stop pursuing the goal, never give up, stay the course, trust the process type of thing.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I had Sean from Clutch on here, and we were kind of talking about how, making that extra step that made you a little uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. But like once you made that jump or that step or whatever, like it's going to pay you back.
Right.
Like sure. if you're actually working towards it.
Right. And, sometimes you got to get comfortable being uncomfortable to grow, you know? So sometimes you need that. Sometimes you got to make that step. You got to make that decision just to, you know, trust your instinct and go off that feeling. If you know that you're going to push yourself, you know, to kind of live by that mantra, can't stop pursuing.
Man, and we've been shouting that for years.
Right.
Like, that's just been something that, like, we've kept going. That's kind of kept us grounded to an extent, man.
I swear.
And
it's like a big like childhood for real. Like,
I swear, like from high school and everything, bro.
Yeah. And who knew it would take it this far?
And I mean, it took off.
What it really meant to us, like it's crazy. Like, it happened then and what it is now. Like,
I see a couple people at the gym that wear Can't Stop Pursuing shirts.
For real?
Yeah.
I hear that a lot.
For real?
Yeah, people see them all around town. Shout out to everybody who got one.
Man, I got me a shirt, got me a sweatshirt.
Yeah.
Bracelet.
They're everywhere, all over the world, all over the country.
It could be in another dimension.
It could be. I took a few on the cruise. There's some on the islands.
Hey, that's lit.
Gave those out.
But, man, like, that mantra is not only kept us together as a whole, like me, you, Dre, Tevin, shout out all of them, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the real ones, man. But that's just kind of kept us on our path, you know, and it's keeping each other on that path too.
Right.
That's why I fuck with all of y'all.
Right.
Like we just a group of like family that's like, I mean, we don't talk every day. Everybody don't hit each other up every day, but like we checking in to make sure you're doing what you're doing.
Right.
And we gonna support you, you know what I'm saying?
And that's kind of like, back on what we were saying, it was like what we was built on, like even back when we was younger and we would see each other, you know, kind of a lot. We was still pushing that CSP. All right, yeah. Well, yeah. We would still check in, push each other to do things that we never thought we could do.
Mm-hmm.
And now today we still checking in, you know, every now and then and making sure we're doing what we need to do, take care of what we need to take care of. And yeah, man.
Man, what was it you told me the other day when we was talking? I was talking about Stefan. Me and him were doing some mid training.
Yeah.
Iron sharpens iron.
Sharpens iron.
And I mean, that's, you know, I'm a build with my brothers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not in a competition with nobody.
Right.
Shout out to Dre. He told me this one day when we was working out, but he said, and it's stuck with me ever since, like when I'm working out, like, yeah, those other people are working out too, but the only person I'm trying to compete with is the man in the mirror.
Right.
And I mean, I took that and kind of ran with it in everything, not just the gym, but everything.
For real.
It just spoke volumes to me at that moment. And I mean, I've shared that with other people too, just because it spoke volumes to me.
Yeah. That's the truth though, man. Every day we got to get better in ourselves. Nobody's perfect, for real.
Man.
So, and every day's a fight. You never know what every day is going to bring. A new day is going to bring a new fight, new challenge, new obstacle. But never give up. Can't stop pursuing. We was built for this. You know, stay positive and push through it.
I mean, that's just facts, bro. And I mean, we talking about how we've been living by this motto for a minute. Like, I remember we was downtown recording videos for this stuff, man. Mm-hmm. And I mean, that was like, what, 2-3 years ago?
I know. It felt like it wasn't too long ago. But even then, just like, from like posting videos, sharing some positivity, speaking at schools, pushing the youth to be the best they can be kind to one another, you know, reach out. If you see a kid sitting by himself, go sit with him, ask him how his day is, you know, just being nice to someone, and just pushing yourself to be the best you can be. Radio, just reaching anybody and everybody everyone that we can to live by this mantra.
Man,
Can't stop
basically,
pursuing.
yeah, man, just be the best person that you can be, even if it is in that moment.
Right.
And
CSP,
bro, like, and we gonna be shouting it until we die.
I swear, man.
I swear, like, no matter where life takes us, I mean, shit can be different real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, somebody could take a job offer and like people move. You know, it's just life.
Yeah, you never know.
But I mean, it's just that's something that's gonna stick with us until the day we die. We gonna be La Familia forever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And having people like that, like that's how. What's the word I'm trying to? That's how like a dynasty gets started, man, and that's how it stays solidified too. It's not just one person.
Right. It's built on something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. It's a lifestyle, and I know I won't forget it. I know it's stuck with me for life. Man.
And it's just, it took off too when you started doing like the school stuff, like speaking at schools and everything.
Yeah. And that's what we wanted. Reach as many people as we can to know that they can be anything they want to be if they just work hard and put the time in, and understand that nothing's given to you. You got to go out and work for it. Put in work. Just like Kobe said, that Mamba mentality, that's where that Mamba mentality comes in. You got to put that work in. You got to want it. You got to wake up early and do it when so-and-so's sleeping, you know?
That's what that little Snoop shirt said.
What?
Sleep is for the rich.
Sleep is for the rich.
That's what it said, bro.
For real?
Yeah. Like now, yeah,
Dang.
it just came back to me, and like I remember seeing that picture. I think maybe we was in high school, or maybe it was a little bit after. No, we was working at U.S. Bank, and I had it as my background on my desktop at work. And I mean, it just gave me that mentality to grind. I was late to work every day, but still, you know, I was grinding.
Man, talk about late to work.
Man, I used to show up like 8:05, 8:10 every morning, food in my hand, not giving a shit.
Yeah, you was reckless with it, man.
I was stupid reckless coming back from lunch and just doing dumb shit, bro. I remember, bro, just working at the bank though was lit.
It was.
We used to have hell of a time over there.
Good times. I was probably the hardest worker they've had, for real.
Yeah, I didn't work that hard. I ain't gonna cap.
Dang. I did. I worked extra hard. That's the picture.
Yeah, see, sleep is for the rich. I told you, and it's always stuck with me, bro. Rest in peace, little Snoop.
Rest in peace, little Snoop. But yeah, man. That Mamba mentality, like you said, sleep is for the rich. If rich is what you want, then that's something you got to work for.
Facts. Now, I've always been a person that's like, I don't really want to be rich. You know, money doesn't really like have that huge of a like hold on me. Mm-hmm. Like I understand the necessity for it. Don't get it twisted. Right. But like, I'm not really looking to get rich. I'm just wanting to be successful.
Right. Same here. As long as I'm successful, man. And I wouldn't even know what technically rich would be considered, you know.
Kind of has like its own definition to everybody, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, I guess so. Because growing up, you know, we didn't really have money at all, so money never really was much to me. So yeah, being successful and just being cool, I guess, would suffice.
Yeah. Shout out to the OG Ayres, though. For real.
Whoa, Mac.
Whoa, Mac and Miss Tammy, bro. Talk about some OGs, bro.
Yeah, man.
That's wild that
Shout out to my mama, man.
Hey, for real, she's an OG. Like, she gonna get on you, bro, but she gonna have your back, too.
Yeah, she looked out my whole childhood, man. You know, even when we was, like, younger, growing up. even seeing her, she was, sick when I was in high school, really. Just, going through her whole process, getting the heart transplant, seeing how hard she had to work, just to come back from that and heal and go through rehab and that whole process. So even seeing that back then, and we were still talking about the CSP stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I don't know, man. It's kind of like full circle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a lot of things that come into play.
Right.
That, like, it's not just one simple thing. Like,
Right.
a lot of shit that coming together is a reason it came together.
Yeah.
How heavy did that weigh on your mental? Like, when we was going through high school and shit?
Man, I say a lot for real.
Mm-hmm.
But, just from just having my friends around, you, Dre, Blaze,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who else we was with, but
Back in the day,
Tommy.
Yeah, man. Shout out Tommy. DJ Licked.
Yeah. And, just cracking jokes, making everybody laugh, track, whatever we was doing, Josh Curry, we would go over to his house. So yeah. But I say it just not really weighed hard on my mental. She wasn't really able to come to like any of my track meets or like basketball games or nothing. So that did, because I see all the other parents there and stuff, So that was a little hard, but
Man, that kind of, I ain't gonna lie, that kind of makes me feel small because I used to be mad that my moms wouldn't even come.
for real.
Yeah, because like we didn't have the best relationship growing up. We have a great relationship now, but I think she came to maybe city county track meet our senior year, and that was it. And then she even left like before I even ran like my second event.
Hey.
Yeah, so like just like I was getting upset about that, and then you saying that, just like, bro, that makes me feel small as hell.
Hey, we won city county though, didn't we?
We won city county, we won region, we won everything, bro.
That's facts. But yeah, man. So yeah, man, that played like a little part. But even, just having my friends around, having y'all there at the track meets, and we pushing each other, getting each other hype.
Clowning.
Right. So yeah.
I mean, I fuck with your mom's for real. Like, she a sweetheart. Like I said, she gonna get on your ass, but I mean, she gonna have
like
your
a mom
back.
to everybody, man.
I swear, bro.
For sure.
Shout out Miss Tammy. You're an OG. I hope you listening when we drop this for real. But
yeah. So as long as, I made my mom proud, I know I made her proud from where we was then to where we are now. So seeing us where we are now in her eyes, we all done made her proud. So
man, I remember she bought my book one day, bro, and that made me that probably made me the happiest of like any book purchases.
For real.
Yeah, like I showed up to your spot to sell a book to your brother.
Yeah.
And Miss Tammy, she was like, "What you got there?" I was like, "Shit, I'm just selling a book to She's like, "Well, let me get one." I was like, "All right, bet." I mean, that made me stupid lit.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Mom Dukes.
I swear. Speaking of my book, I actually just looked over to the left and I saw like the first copy of the book that I'd released, and it's fucking huge, bro, compared to compared to the other one, bro.
Is
But
that the rough draft copy, or is
that's
that the real copy?
Well, no, that ain't the. I mean, it's the right copy to an extent. It's just way bigger than the other one. I think the other one's like shit, maybe half of that fucking copy.
Yeah, I got 2 copies.
Dude, you got the smaller one
big
too.
Copy and the small copy.
Hey, that's
I don't
lit.
know which ones came out the first.
The big one came out first. It was a misprint.
Yeah, so that's a exclusive. I need to frame that, right?
Facts. Stupid facts. You and like 4 other people got that book.
Yeah, I'll have to frame that one.
Yeah, for sure. I remember, man. I remember when I had my book release show. And
yeah, tell me how that came along.
What do you mean?
Tell me how, you got into poetry, and that whole journey for you. Because I know even back then you was talking about how you wanted to write poems and, get paid off of it. And
man, yeah, like, I mean, that's still the move for real. I mean, I wouldn't say every day I'm grinding on it, but I would say at least every week I'm grinding on it. Second book's been done since probably the middle of March. And, you know, from there on out, that was about when the quarantine started. And I told myself, you know, you got 3 weeks to finish this book. You know, so I've been spending all that time from now until then on trying to get it published and stuff like that. But man, I don't know, as long as I can remember, I've always wrote. I think even in elementary school when I went to Cravens, shout out Cravens Elementary, pretty sure I had a short story published. I may not, at least that's what my teacher told me. Now, whether or not that was true, that's up to them. Yeah. But, I thought that was the coolest thing, you know, like, then is when I knew that I had some creative, like, juices flowing in me.
Right.
So, like, the creativity is always kind of flowed through me. I mean, even when I was a young kid, probably, I moved in with my pops when I was 5, which was the best thing that could have ever happened to me. But he was a big NWA fan. So, I mean, I was a little kid, you know, growing up after 5, you know, screaming, you know, fuck the police and, straight out of Compton and stuff like that. That's one of the main reasons I want to go to Compton is like the NWA, that just like family tie to me. That'll probably always be like me and Pops, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. No matter like what we doing, we can throw some NWA on. Like we even went and saw the movie. Yeah. Like it's cool to have that relationship with my Pops and have like that connection.
Shout out Pops, man.
Man, I swear, bro, he's the best person that I know. He gets on my fucking nerves sometimes. Yeah. But
keeps you in line though.
Oh, facts, stupid facts. He just wants the best for me, and I want the best for him. Yeah. But
can't say he ain't never been there, man. He been there for a long time, man.
Bro, and he fucks with everybody too, like all of my friends. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, like I said, that was the best option for me is moving in with him, because at that point in time, I just don't think my mother was fit to, I guess you could say, raise a boy. You know, I had 3 little sisters. So, I mean, I just felt like, and she was doing it all on her own, you know, shout out her. That's rough, you know, trying to raise 3 to 4 kids on her own.
Right.
You know, she did the best with what she was given. But I think just me moving in with my dad also helped me with my creativity.
Right.
You know, he kind of gave me the kind of go ahead, you know, kind of like what you're saying, that you can do whatever you want. You know, as long as everything else is getting taken care of, you can do whatever the hell you want.
Right.
And he's basically the type of person that's like, you're grown. Like, I may not agree with everything that you're doing, but you know how consequences work. You know how life works. Right. Like, if you're going to do something wrong, then if you get caught or whatever it is, you know what you're getting yourself into.
Right. That's facts.
But then, you know, I've started doing kind of like a spoken word probably about sophomore, junior year of high school, with a buddy of mine, which is kind of like, it's what it is, spoken word, just like words that are, you know, kind of like being shouted or just like poetry form. So I started doing that and then kind of fell out of it. I still love like listening to spoken word because, it's just kind of like raw emotion. But, then my friend Sarah Cook, who actually just released her book. It's called Yellow Light. I believe it's on Amazon. Go check it out. She is a wonderful poet. Her writings are fucking beautiful. But me and her started kicking it probably about 2015, 2016. I think it was like right before I moved back to Murray. But she's been a writer, and then, you know, she kind of got me into writing, and you know, she kind of helped me like pave that way, helped me to an extent find like what kind of writer I was.
Really?
Yeah. So if it wasn't for her, I probably wouldn't have gotten into it as heavy and deep as I am now.
Yeah. You came a long way, man.
Man, a long way.
Yeah.
I saw a picture today. I actually posted a new poem today, but I actually posted another one. It came up on my memories. It was 3 years ago that I posted one today. And I remember that one specifically, bro. It was one of my favorites from back in the day.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have it with you?
No, not on me, because I don't have my phone right on me.
Yeah.
It's on my Snap, but I posted that on my Snap.
So what specifically made that one your favorite?
I'm not sure if it was my favorite, but just like, I remember writing it, and I remember, putting the picture together before I posted it, and I was just like, at least to me, I was like, this is going to do something. Like this, and it did. It stood out. And I've wrote, over 250 poems, in my time.
For sure. Way over 250.
Facts. Like, oh yeah, I forgot. I even got a whole other book before I even released my real one.
Right. And you already did what? How many days of?
I did that 100 Days of Writing. Yeah, you're right.
Writing, so.
Yeah, you're right. And that's where a lot of the second book is coming from.
Yeah.
But,
How was that? 100 Days of Writing.
Bro,
Was that a strain on the mental?
It was a strain on the mental. I don't know if you remember, bro, but no, it was tough on the mental. I don't know if you remember, bro, but I kind of went MIA.
Did you?
Yeah, like in that 100 days, I didn't really because that was before COVID and everything.
Yeah.
So I was working out, coaching or repping. I can't remember exactly, and then I'd have to go home and write too.
Yeah.
Because I'd have to post it the next day. And I knew if I didn't post it, then I wouldn't hold myself accountable to it.
Right.
So, just all that stuff going on. And
Major key, accountability.
Oh, huge accountability, bro. You got to hold yourself accountable.
Write that in your notepad from this podcast.
If you don't, who else?
Right.
You may have friends like you, but not everybody has friends like you or Dre and Tevin.
Right.
So, if you don't have people like that in your life, the only person you got is yourself.
That's fact.
And if you don't hold yourself accountable, then you really fucked, fam.
Yeah.
But, just like you said, the mental capacity, just to write a poem for 100 days straight and to post it, bro. That's a lot of creativity, bro.
That is. That's a lot.
I couldn't have done it without some help,
Yeah. Was there a lot of mood swings?
A lot of mood swings?
Any changes in yourself or?
From just taking on that project?
Yeah.
Nah, man. Other than me going MIA.
Yeah.
And I did kind of get upset at myself at that because I felt like I wasn't getting my human interaction with my close ones. Mm-hmm. I wasn't able to come over here and hang out, or I wasn't going to go hang out with Derek or see my god kids, and that was weighing heavy on me. I felt like I kind of gave up one thing to take on another thing.
Right.
And that's just, I don't like doing that.
Yeah. But sometimes that's what you got to do.
You're right.
Sometimes you got to tackle that head on. You got to give up some things to want some things. And, but yeah.
Yeah, you're right. But I don't know, I feel like if I'm not trying to balance out everything else, I feel like everything becomes unbalanced. So then it just kind of throws me off. But I'd never taken on a project like that before in my life. So that was, I guess you could say a trial run,
Yeah.
To see what did I like about it, what did I like about it.
Yeah.
So I definitely plan on doing another project like that. I don't know if it'll be as long. It might be longer. It might be shorter. I'm not sure. But my writing journey is far from over, bro.
That's what's up. You ever put your writings to instrumentals?
Man, I said, I used to do the spoken word back in the day, and it had music in the background.
You should let me do your audio book, and I'll, kind of do the audio on your poems on top of instrumentals,
So you're just gonna rap?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Not really. Rap,
y'all just heard it now. Bruce is trying to get me to ghostwrite for him, bro.
No, I'm just going, kind of you can look up a book, an audio book.
Mm-hmm.
Go page by page. I'm going to read you the page on top of some drums playing or something.
But if that was the case, why wouldn't I do it myself?
I don't know.
This man's trying to get me ghostwrite for him. He wants to hop back in the rap game.
Oh, man, I'm too cold for the rap game.
Your bars was cold. Yeah. You just kind of said, I'm working on something else.
Yeah, man.
Just gave it up.
Priorities.
I feel you.
For sure.
Oh, I was talking about my book release.
Right.
I remember, and it was just a real quick thing. I remember, I ordered 50 copies of that book. Mm-hmm. Thanks to you. I remember that. You remember us having that conversation?
Yeah.
What was it? 20 books I was going to print off?
Yeah. It was low. I was like, what, bro?
Yeah. I didn't think I was going to sell 20 copies.
I was like, man, you gotta go 10 times that, dog.
And that would have been 200, but I went 50. I went there 50 the first time.
Yeah.
Sold through them super quick, actually.
Yeah.
Super quick.
It was probably like in 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, bro. It was super fucking quick. Like, it was popping, which I'm very thankful for. I'm very grateful for. But the reading, book reading, book signing show or whatever, I remember just, like, looking up and seeing, like, the people who fucked with me the most.
Right.
That could be there. You know, there were some people
dope,
that couldn't.
Man.
Bro, it was so dope. Like, looking up, it was on my pop's birthday. Yeah, I remember that. It was July 27th. The book came out July 22nd. It was my grandmother's birthday. It would have been my grandmother's birthday.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so the book was dedicated to her. But just like looking up, seeing you, Dre and Naisha, Tevin was there, Pops was there, my aunt, her friends were there, just a bunch of friends and family. It wasn't many people there. It was packed because it was a small space.
Yeah.
But if you're talking about numbers wise, there wasn't many people there, but it was a quantity of the people that was there. Mm-hmm. So I thought that was pretty dope. And I think then, like, even after I released the book, I had some doubts, if it was something that I really wanted to pursue. Mm-hmm. 'Cause that happens. You get in doubts when you, like,
yeah.
Is this something that I really want to do? Am I actually good at this? Or my friends or am people just supporting me? Or, and then I think after the book released and then having that book release signing show, I think that was it, bro. I was like, yeah, we're doing this.
Yeah.
Like,
make that jump.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I already made the jump with the book, bro. Like, that's a big jump.
Right.
But, like, the way that I saw people fucking with the book, people buying it, and I'm not gonna lie, I sold over 100 copies, which is fucking great, bro.
Yeah, man, that's big.
It is big. It could be way worse, so selling 100 copies of my first book was a huge milestone for me. But I never heard a bad review.
That's what's up.
So, and even if, the people was lying, that's straight. I would much rather hear your honest opinion. Mm-hmm. But, if that was the honest opinion, bro, then, we just going up from there. Yeah. Like, the second book's coming out soon, fam.
Exactly.
So.
What is this one expected to do?
Man. Sky's the limit.
What's this one filled with?
It's filled with a bunch of heartbreak. It's filled with a bunch of positivity. Mm-hmm. It's just, me as a writer, my biggest thing is, like, I may go through something, whatever it may be, that gets that creativity flowing in me. And sometimes, like, my writings aren't even just me. Mm-hmm. It'll be something that's going on, like, somebody that's around me. And it'll just speak to me. But my thing is, when I write, I want to connect, and I feel like every artist does that. But even if I could connect to one person that day and it makes them, I guess, makes their day to an extent. I don't really, cause that's just so cliche, but if it could just like make somebody like stop and think and like, man,
right.
Like, I'm not the only person that's like going through this,
right.
And that's all I ever want to do when I come out with creativity, whether it be poems or the podcast or, that's why I bring people on is I want to be able to connect to my audience.
Right.
And just show people that you're not the only one out there, bro. We're all fighting every day.
I swear. Everybody's human.
Man, I swear. And at first I thought that, being a grown man writing poetry was kind of, just kind of stupid. And like people would, and don't get it twisted. I've heard people, make sly remarks, but I don't give a fuck what they think. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
but like
the attitude.
It wasn't like that, Like, I remember when I first started, like, for real, I didn't want to share. And then I started sharing, and then I remember, like, you and all my other homies and friends, they were like, yo, this is dope.
Yeah.
So, just...
Sometimes you gotta be yourself, man. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. And just go with that gut feeling, man. And, yeah, dog, you done came a long way. I'm glad you did make that step.
Man, I appreciate it.
I knew you was gonna, do extreme numbers with it. And I still see the future super bright, and it's only the beginning. So
And it really is only the beginning. I'm not going to lie. I've spent not really spent. I've spent a lot of hours and a lot of time sending out emails to publishers right now. And I've heard a couple no's, which I ain't never afraid to hear a no.
Mm-hmm.
That's part of the process.
Right.
But I haven't heard from many other people other than that. And it's not really like dream crushing, because nothing's really going to crush this dream, whether it be, my book or whether it be the podcast. But it's just showing me that, not really that I got to work harder. It's just showing me how hard it is to make it in this business.
Right.
So it's not me being upset and wanting to give up. It's just me knowing that I have to grind even harder to what I've done. I've been, like I said, this is going to be the second book that I released. How many times did people write books and it took for them to actually take off?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a process, like we've been saying. Can't stop pursuing.
Right.
And I ain't never going to stop pursuing.
Just like you said, when you heard that no, did you say, all right, I'm done?
No, hell no. I ain't never giving up.
Exactly. Can't stop pursuing.
I mean, for real. That's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? That's how you got to be when you're trying to make something, whatever it is that you're trying to make it.
Right.
Like, it's just how it's got to be. You can't really give a shit about what the people that don't really fuck with you are saying. And I mean, that can go for any decision. If that decision of whatever you're trying to make is going to make you happy, who the fuck is everybody else to tell you that you shouldn't make that decision? It's your life. Yeah.
Live your life.
Bro, I have that on my whiteboard in my room. Literally, live your life.
Live your life. Nobody else's life is yours. Yours is special. You have your own path. You have things already built in your destiny. Just live your life to the fullest. Be happy. Do things you love to do, and make the most of every day. That's how I see it, man.
It really is. Man, I'm not gonna lie. My life changed like middle of junior year. Probably like when me, you, and Dre like started like kicking it for real.
For real?
Because like I was just like I was small, but that's not the word I was actually trying to use. But I was just quiet, bro. Like I didn't really I talked to people, but I didn't really like fuck with anybody in high school. I switched to Apollo freshman year, so I didn't really know that many people. Granted, middle of junior year, I'd already known people. But
you switched to Apollo your freshman year?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, from OMS.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But I don't know, man. Just like kicking it with y'all, just like gave me a different, I guess you could say, personality. It's just me kind of like coming out of an eggshell.
For real?
Yeah, just like me, because I've always kicked it with like different groups of people. Like I'm a very complex person. I like so many different things.
Same.
So, but when we all started kicking it, I think that just kind of like made me like become more comfortable in myself, like creating that avenue. Like you can be like a lot of different things, you can kick it with a lot of different people.
Right.
So just like that made my life change.
Wow.
And yeah, bro, like that's
I would say, I guess that's the time we all just kind of started like kicking it.
Yeah,
around junior year.
Yeah, because I got switched into math class, and that's when we had math class together.
Yeah.
Shout out, Mr. Hay.
Mr. Hay.
Not really. Fuck you, Mr. Hay.
Nah, man, I like Mr. Hay.
Mr. Hay's all right. I did fail math class. That's not really. That's not his fault. That's my fault. I didn't really pay attention.
Right.
But I did like to blame it on Mr. Hay, but that's not fair to him. It was 100% my fault. We was fucking clowning in that class.
Yeah, I wish I would have took it a little more serious than I did, but
it is what it is.
Yeah, we was young and living life.
Just surrounded by, we was just trying to like impress a bunch of different people.
Yeah, just trying to get by.
Facts.
Do enough to get by.
I swear.
Not really trying to apply ourselves, but
I didn't apply myself in high school at all.
Right.
I'm not sick over it, but that's just facts.
I'm kind of sick that I didn't apply myself more in basketball.
Yeah, you definitely should have done that.
I swear, man. But it's tough.
I wish I would have played football.
Me too, man.
For real.
Me too.
I walked into after switching to Apollo. They had football tryouts. I walked in. Granted, I think I was 4'10" as a fucking freshman, bro. 4 goddamn 10.
I think I was 4'11".
For real? You was kind of short, and then you had a growth spurt.
I swear, that's why I quit basketball, man. I was 4'11" freshman year. I remember sitting on the bench. I'm like, I still haven't got in yet. Well, actually, I did get in. I hit a 3. Boom.
You got taken out, didn't you?
Taken right out. Boom. But look, I'm 1 for 1. 3 points. I got you 3 points in like
That's
15
100%.
seconds. Exactly. So I'm sitting there like, dang, I'm gonna be this tall the rest of my life. I ain't gonna get no clock. So I kind of fell back. And later on, I did hit a little growth spurt. And
shit, you hit like what, 9 inches?
yeah,
You like 5'8", right?
Yeah, about 5'8".
Yeah, bro. If you was 4'11", yeah,
Right.
that's deep.
But
Shit, I wish I got that.
how tall was you? You said 4'10"?
4'10" freshman year, and I'm like 5'3", 5'4" right now. Hella short.
Yeah.
I got bunnies though.
Can you dunk?
Close.
Close.
Be working on it every day at the gym.
Man.
Yeah, you should have stuck with basketball though.
Yeah. Good old
You would have
basketball.
you would have been ill.
Yeah, I wish I would have. If I would have stuck with it, just to like had that years of like experience and practice, it would have been pretty nice. I like to see what we would have done our senior year at least.
LJ played too.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, LJ. For sure.
I was saying, I walked into football tryouts, bro. 4'10". Harris fucking Bivens was the first person I saw. And in my mentality now, like, I'd be like, all right, come at me. But like back then, I was like, fuck that. I immediately turned around and fucking left.
Ayres. Shout out Harris, man.
That dude, big as hell. And I was like, I'm not getting hit by that dude.
Yeah, I remember he was on the basketball team. When I was a freshman, he was a senior.
Probably something like that.
Yeah, senior or junior. One of those. I remember in practice, he would like pick me up and cradle me because he was so big. I was like 4'11". He would like cradle me like a baby. Just kind of like rock me. I'd be like, come on, man, let me down. But
bro, nothing makes me madder when motherfucker does that. Like, bro, you can't do nothing about it. I'm like, let me go.
Right.
I had a dude.
I'm glad I did hit that growth spurt because I didn't have to run into that no more.
Man, a dude at the gym the other day, I was working out and I didn't see him. He had just got done playing basketball, sweaty as hell. He like grabbed me from behind. I was like, get the fuck off me, bro. Like, don't do that, especially at the gym.
Plus, if you sweaty, man.
Exactly, bro. Like, I'm probably sweaty too.
Or just don't grab me from behind.
Definitely don't do that, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Shoulder or something.
Yeah, I looked at Cody when we was working out, and after dude left, I was like, bruh, hell no. I remember for a split second, I was like a little mad. For real. I don't know if it's that short man complex or whatever, but, but I was like, nah, bro, get the fuck off me.
That's funny. That's hilarious.
Man. But, I mean, fuck it. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Man. I sure do hope these Lakers win tonight, though.
They lost the first game. Shout out Dame Lillard, bro. Dame time. Mr. 50-footer.
But I don't think he can come through like that and save him for a whole series.
You sleeping?
A whole series?
A whole series, bro. Look, fam.
Is his backup going to come through a whole series? Because McCollum's not consistent like that.
Nah, he's not. But I think that's the good thing about the Portland Trailblazers is that, if Dame's on and CJ isn't, they still have enough that could keep them in the game. Mm-hmm. They may be down most of the game, but as long as they close at the end of the game, if you keep it close in the fourth quarter for Damian Lillard, fam, and Melo,
you gotta account for your are you saying like the bench to keep them close?
Well, yeah. Like I said, if Dame can beat Dame, CJ they can afford the bench and the rest of the team, like Nurkic, Melo. They can afford McCollum, or if it was reversed, Dame could be off one game. They have enough players that can score for one of their superstars to have a bad night. The Lakers, on the other hand, AD and LeBron, if they don't combine for like 60, 65 points, they probably going to lose. Just like they did. The role players did not play well for the Lakers the other day.
They really did.
And I mean,
and their whole plan, it didn't look.
They played sloppy, bro.
They did play sloppy.
And I'm not going to lie.
A YMCA game.
I'm not going to lie. Portland didn't even play that great. Like, it was an ugly game.
It was.
And for me, as a basketball enthusiast, if Portland can play that bad and still come out with the win, like, yes, the Lakers had a bad game. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah. We couldn't hit nothing.
Bruh.
Nothing. We couldn't buy a basket.
But if the Trailblazers can play bad and they afford for the Lakers to play bad and they still come out with a dub, they're making this a fucking series, bro.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a 6-7 game series.
They made I'm starting to think they did it on purpose because I know the Lakers are not just gonna play.
You can't make but you can't go out there and make your role players make the shots, you know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So Danny Green
go out there and get a triple double?
Yeah, shout out LeBron, bro. He had a triple double and those were the highest numbers of the oldest. Like, come on, bro. You gotta appreciate that. Yeah, you gotta appreciate that, bro. Like, that's love for him to go out there and put up those kind of numbers after how many years? Like 16 years in the league? Mm-hmm. Bro.
Probably like 35, I think they said.
Something like that. Yeah, bro.
35? It can't be 35.
I'm not 100% sure.
Either,
but this is where I need an assistant, bro.
Yeah.
I need me a Jamie like
Siri.
on. We do have Siri, but that's not the same.
Yeah.
I would much rather just be like, hey, look up, blah, 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 blah. That'd be lit. Hey, positions available. Apply online.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, man. As you know, I'm a big Dame fan. I feel like what Dame's getting now, like the press and the media and everything, he's been deserving of that for at least 4 years. Mm-hmm. Like every superstar is going to come short at some time. You know, that's a humanistic error of ours. Mm-hmm. You know, sometimes shit just don't fall.
Right.
Like, you're not going to go out there and shoot 80%, 70%. Shit. If you shoot 80 or 70%, especially in a playoff game, you might be a GOAT.
Yeah.
Depending on how many shots you take.
Right.
But I'm a big Dame fan, bro. Like, I just feel like
I'm a Dame fan.
He just comes with that chip on his shoulder, bro, and I live with that chip.
Yeah, you know, he plays hard every game. He goes out and gives it his all every single game. But still, you think that you're gonna stop AD and LeBron from going off a whole series multiple times?
So the thing about that is, are they both going to score 60 points?
Together?
No. Separately.
No.
That if your role players aren't making shots like
that's 120 points.
Yeah, but the score the other day was 93 to 100, and that's a low scoring game. No. Think about it.
No way.
So
if they score 100, if they need to score 120 points and we add in our bench points, we'll probably have like 170 points.
How many bench points did y'all have the other night? Maybe 10?
It was a bad game.
That's what I'm saying, though. If for them to win consistently, if they have to go out there and score 60 points apiece, maybe even 50,
but I think
100 points.
Team, though.
I feel like you have, like with Boston, our bench plays straight.
Right.
So, I mean, if you have that consistency, your bench players are coming out. You know, because, I mean, you have teams, I'm not sure what the rankings are, but you have teams who have benches that are, 1 to 10. They rank them. I don't know who's what, where. But, I mean, that's how you get on there is by being consistent.
Right.
This is playoff basketball, bro. You can't afford to go out there and have 2-3 bad games.
That's true.
So, I mean, if that's the case, you're going to get beat.
That scares me for later on because I know we're going to get past this first round. I'm not too worried about the
You should be.
Trailblazers.
You definitely should be because other than them, the Clippers are the only team in the West that can beat the Lakers.
I'm more concerned about Melo because I know Melo's not going to be consistent.
Shit. Melo's been consistent since he signed with Portland.
No, shout out Melo. he had his time, and he's doing his thing right now.
That's what I'm saying. Since he signed with Portland, he's been doing his motherfucking thing.
Has. He's been working.
I mean, he's playing with Dame, who's a fucking dog.
He is a dog,
bro.
And he's putting that dog in.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So when you play with a dog,
play on Dame's level. If they had that dog that Dame had, the Lakers would have the whole thing on lock. We would go undefeated. But
look, the only reason
they're just playing it like it's going to be handed to them,
and it's not, bro.
Right.
And you got shown that the other night. The only reason I would be okay with the Lakers winning this year is for Kobe and Nip.
Right.
That's the only reason. I would much rather the Clippers win because you know me, I've been a Clippers fan since the what was it? Fucking Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, fucking DJ time.
I swear.
But I mean, I'm
2K games,
bro. I swear, and just Lob City 24/7.
Right.
But I'm gonna stay a Boston fan through and through, but I still kind of fuck with the Clippers, and I think Kawhi is the best two-way guard in the league, offense and defense.
Yeah, he's definitely proven himself a lot in the past years.
Man, in the fucking spotlight too, bro.
Yeah.
That shot that he hit against fucking Philly last year, bruh.
It was crazy. Yeah, I was watching that on our honeymoon, and man, it was a time to be alive.
Oh, I bet, bro.
That was crazy.
I can't stand Philly and Boston. That's who they're playing right now, and we're up 2-0, and I'm fucking stoked about it.
Yeah, they've been playing real well. Boston,
man, especially with
Tatum.
without Gordon Hayward last night, and Jason Tatum dropped 33.
They're doing what they need to do.
Facts. We're looking doggish. Jason Tatum came out fucking.
How's Kemba been playing though?
Bruh, cold. 20 both games.
Okay, Kemba. Okay.
Yeah, you know, but hey, we know Kemba was a dog from UConn.
That's true.
He dogged us in the NCAA tournament.
I really wish the Suns could have made it to the playoffs. I wanted to see what the Suns could have done because they was playing really well in the bubble.
I wish Jaren Jackson wouldn't have got hurt. From Memphis.
Oh, he got hurt?
Yeah, bro. They were without him for like the last 3 games, even in the play-in game. Yeah, bro. Now
that you say that, I guess I can. Like, I can't picture him playing out there when I think about it. So,
they might have beat Portland, and y'all could have been playing Memphis right now. Would have been. I fuck with the Grizzlies. You know, young talent, but they definitely wouldn't have done what Portland's doing.
Not at all.
No, it would have been a good series, but it would have been lit for Morant and them to get there just in their first year and shit.
But I mean, they gave Portland a fight, so
they really did. Did it go into overtime?
No,
but it was a close fucking game.
It was a fight for sure.
If it wasn't the Lakers that was going to win it, who would you want to win?
I'd say if it's not the Lakers, it's got to be the Clippers.
Okay.
Got to be the
Clippers. That's who you think or that's who you'd want? That's why. Who would you want?
I want the Lakers to win.
But that's what I'm saying. Sure. If it wasn't the Lakers, if they got knocked out.
The Lakers, it's got to be the Clippers.
Okay. So both.
Yeah. If LeBron, or not LeBron, because, no. I am. Shout out LeBron. He's doing his thing.
You've been a Lakers fan though. Yeah. That's your squad. Like, you didn't come to the Lakers.
If LeBron gets the ship or not. I need him to get the ship because I want LA to get the ship. The Lakers. But if he don't and the Lakers don't, I got to give it to Kawhi. Okay. If Kawhi can get a championship in Toronto like he did, and come to the Clippers and get a ship here after leaving San Antonio last time he played. What, they get the ship? Or did they lose?
He got hurt, remember? Zaza Pachulia took him out,
lost.
Little bitch.
Yeah. See, like, his whole background, like, from winning and then getting hurt in the, finals?
Mm-hmm.
And then, coming back, boom, new team, getting the ship, going to a new team.
Getting another ship.
Yeah.
Bro, that'd be fucking crazy. And imagine if he's in the finals and they win, he's definitely getting finals MVP. Like,
exactly.
Let's not cap. So,
and he's still doing crazy stuff out here, like
nonchalant.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Like, I mean, bruh, that man. I mean,
I give his props.
Like, come on, bro. Like, somebody like, you let him get finals. Hey, that video was funny.
What it do,
baby? I still say that all the time,
Me
bro.
too, man.
But
do, baby?
if that man can go to 3 different teams, win 3 different championships, and get Finals MVP 3 times, he might be in the GOAT discussion. I'm not saying he's going to the top, but he definitely going to be in the discussion.
I give him a vote for sure. I don't know where I'd argue to put him.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely have a set for sure 1, 2.
Facts.
That third, I say is up for grabs if he did do it.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I'll probably definitely give it to LeBron.
Yeah, I mean, you can't argue that.
Yeah. So Jordan, Kobe, LeBron. What if Kawhi does this and wins this championship with the Clippers? I'm definitely giving it to Kawhi.
It's gonna be it'll be like a neck and neck for sure.
Yeah.
If I could take one of them, like for my franchise, I'd definitely take Kawhi.
Yeah.
Facts.
I'm going with LeBron.
I mean, I wouldn't disagree with somebody making that decision, but I think Kawhi gets more out of his other players than LeBron does. I don't know what it is. I don't know if like his leadership is like the type of leadership you gotta be able to take or you can't take it. But I feel like with Kawhi, he just lets things flow.
Yeah.
You know, I just feel like he's a better person leadership wise. Now, this is all speaking if he wins his championship this year. Right now, LeBron's my number 3, as much as I hate to fucking say it. But I mean, I've been in this new thing where I'm trying to just appreciate greatness, you know? I'm trying to do the same thing with Tom Brady.
GOAT as well.
We'll see in this new system. We'll see. If he comes out and wins a championship, bro, I'm going to throw my books down and be like, all right, it's a wrap. Granted, that offense that he's got is fucking nasty in Tampa Bay. But, yeah, bro. He's got like 2 fucking stud wide receivers. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, bro, right now, I would put LeBron at 3. But if Kawhi wins this championship and Finals MVP, he's definitely right there neck and neck.
Yeah, I say for sure. You can't argue with that. Mm-hmm. If he does it. But I ain't even going to say, so what if LeBron wins it this year and Kawhi wins it next year?
Man, how long was Kawhi's contract? Was it a couple years or was it just 1 year? I'm not sure.
I'm not either. I want to say
I don't know. Wherever he goes, it's going to be nice. He's not going to go to some, like...
You think he'll leave again?
I don't know. We'll see.
I don't think he'll leave again.
I don't know. With the way that Paul George played yesterday, I wouldn't want to play with him no more.
But see, that's their problem. Like, inconsistency.
Mm-hmm. Paul George, not Kawhi. Kawhi is very consistent.
Playing with no fans changes everything.
It really do, bro.
It really does. Because thinking about it, like, playing in front of a huge crowd and then playing, like, at the YMCA, you know, people play different. If I'm at the YMCA, I'm cooking. But if you play in, like, a huge crowd, you know, some people maybe play different.
Well, see,
people play better in front of a huge crowd, and it's different because they feed off that environment and, you know, the crowd amping them up, and they play better. Mm-hmm. So
me and my aunt had this discussion. She's a huge basketball fiend, but I feel like your lower players, like your role players, they're the ones that are most affected by that.
Think so?
Yeah. Like, I feel like if you're like a big name, like Kawhi, PG, Dame, LeBron, stuff like that, you're playing the game. Like, you're just playing the game that's brought to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, fans are definitely a big cursor in it, but like, I feel like if you're that big of a superstar, like, it really don't matter that much to you. Now, a bench player, on the other hand, they may be able to focus a little more that, you know, it's not a big crowd.
Right. You
know, so maybe they are. Look at TJ Warren, bruh. Maybe that's what's going on with him.
Yeah.
You know?
You never know. That's crazy.
It is, bro.
And I wonder how this will change things for the future.
Man, I hope it don't change. I want shit to go back to normal.
Me too, man. I just want to go travel some more, see some more places, and can't really get the full experience of places with everything being.
I don't know if I could go on a cruise though, bro. I'd be afraid of dying on the cruise.
As far as what, from COVID?
No, not from COVID, just in general. Like, say, like something like topsided or some shit like
Man,
that.
do you think I was not scared?
I know your ass was scared.
I had never been on a boat, period. And now I'm about to go on the ocean on this huge boat. And same thing happened to Titanic.
Bruh. I don't know if I want to be put in a situation where it's kind of like life or death with you.
It was like, you can't really tell you're on a boat, though.
For real?
Yeah. Unless you go on the side and look out, but there's different, it's probably like 5 or 6 or maybe more floors. Mm-hmm. Different type of things to do on each floor.
People just partying, aren't they?
They had bars, clubs on the floor, a casino, mini golf, basketball court, all type of stuff.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to be in that situation with you though. We've had a near death experience.
We had.
Man,
that was crazy.
That was hydroplaning at 75 miles an hour is definitely not something I ever want to do again.
Man.
And that was, I mean, I will take sole responsibility for that. That was a very stupid decision for going that fast with cruise control while I was pissing and pouring, bro.
Bro, it was raining so hard. I couldn't see the road. I just remember hanging onto the little thing on by the window. And
what'd you think? What was going through your mindset? I don't think we've actually like sat down and talked about that, but what was going?
I'm even driving like on the road. I'm like a backseat driver. You know what I'm saying? I'm always watching the rule like, hey, make sure you ain't doing this. Make sure you ain't doing that. Hey, man, you might want to slow down. But I'm just sitting there chilling. And then it kind of felt like we was floating. I was like, oh, shoot. Next thing I know, we just like,
man, bro.
I didn't even know really what to think. Like, oh, shoot, I hope.
Bro, we could have got smacked by a car, a semi. Bro, like 1 minute we was vibing, you know, bro, that happened so quick. I couldn't even tell you what we was listening to, but I knowing us, I know that we was vibing. But bro, then we started spinning on the highway, bro.
Once we hit the little bank or whatever,
the little median in the middle.
Yeah. I was like, oh man.
When we went to the other side of the highway, that's when I was
like there wasn't cars coming immediately, like
bro,
on that side.
We easily could have died.
Yeah,
easily. I remember like I don't think I've ever been that scared in my life.
That's crazy. Me neither. I've never been in a situation before
where it was like seriously like life or death. Like if we would have got hit by a car, it would have been a wrap.
Yeah.
Like
that would have been it.
That would have been it. We wouldn't be sitting here now.
Right.
But we got Universal something looking over us, you know, making sure because they wanted to make sure that we was going to get to this podcast and get everything that we was going to get done.
Continue this journey.
Man, with that being said, what do you think happens to us when we die?
I think we go to heaven if we make it.
Okay.
What do I think heaven looks like? Man.
Yeah, what would you, if you were to die like today and like go to heaven, what do you think it would be like?
I think it would be just some pearly gates. You walk through the pearly gates and oh no, just everybody else that passed, and I don't know.
Man,
that's a good question.
One of my biggest things, like as you know, we've had these conversations. I used to believe in like the heaven and the hell, and you know the God and the devil. One of the questions that actually got me turned away, and I've asked multiple very religious people this question. You know, say if you do, you have a heaven and you get there, like who's to say that you have your memories? Mm-hmm. You know, who's to say like you meet your mom or your whoever, whenever your passing does come, like who's to say that you remember them? Who's to say that they remember you? You know what I'm saying? And that, even as a kid, I was asking myself that, like when I was in church and stuff, like I always asked myself.
It's like going into it like a whole new life, like a whole new, like a rebirth type of thing?
Like right now, what do I think?
A reincarnation type of thing?
I think that's a possibility. I don't think it's a heaven or a hell type thing. I think Earth is hell. I think like we are living on hell right now. Like that's not me saying like everything's bad, but I think like this is hell. Like I think whatever we go to in the extra life or the next life or whatever, that's whatever. You know, that's it. There's a whole fucking possibility.
Right.
We could live in a fucking simulation and I could be sitting in a chair right now and just thinking that we actually doing this podcast. Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
But where I'm at right now, I just think like things are just different possibilities. You know, yeah, I could reincarnate. Who knows? You know, I could come back as somebody different or something different. You know, I used to believe that like when we just died, we died and that was it. Because in the grand scheme of things, if you think about our galaxy alone, we're very, very tiny compared to the rest of outer space.
Right.
And I've read this article when we worked at US Bank. Shout out. But for real, shout out to Lucas Porter. He sent me this article back in the day. But it said the size of our galaxy, the Milky Way galaxy, is the size of a speck of a sand.
Speaking of Milky Way.
That was a Reese's.
Yeah.
It's the size of a speck of a sand in the rest of space. Mm-hmm. Our galaxy is the size of one speck of sand, fam. So that kind of fucked my whole life up. You know, to think about how tiny we are.
Yeah.
So
and how we take small little things and just take things for granted, you know, make small things a big problem, and to see how small we really are compared to the grand scheme of things.
Absolutely, bro. Like if you really think about it, we're here and gone in the blink of an eye.
Right.
Like 100 years, yeah. 100 years, but those 100 years move fucking quick when you think about the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
So right now, I just think it's a whole lot of different possibilities. I think that's the problem with everybody is nobody fucking knows. You know, the only people that know that are dead, and you can't really talk to them unless you got a Ouija board.
I mean, look at this year alone. Like at the end of 2019, everybody was like, "Yay, 2020! It's gonna bring so many great things." And look how this year has even like we're halfway there.
We're further than halfway.
Yeah, but like everything that happened this year is crazy. Yeah, like 2020, who predicted all this stuff would happen? This happened to the economy. This many people would die. Like everything. It's crazy, man.
It is crazy. Like I don't know. As I don't hate on, you know, the belief of Christianity or just like any religion in that sort of sense. But there's just a lot of flaws in my mindset when I started doing my research and my own independence. You know, I mean, I have a lot of other friends that, you know, believe in the Christian religion. And, you know, if I sit down and think about it, it's just like any religion for any spirituality to better yourself is good. Mm-hmm. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. But the only problem is that I'm not a scientist, but I love science. Mm-hmm. You know, so if I was shown, you know, some scientific evidence, you know, that was the right thing or whatever it was, you know, whatever religion or God or deity it was, if I was shown some scientific evidence, then I mean, really, that's all I'd need.
Really?
Yeah. Like, Bill Nye said that he had got in a debate with the guy from Lexington that has that Noah's Ark thing. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Him and Bill Nye did a debate one time. YouTube. It was like 2.5 hours long. I remember watching the whole thing. But that's basically what Bill Nye was saying. He was just coming back and forth. You know, there's no evidence for this, blah, blah, blah. But he was like, that's all I would need. I'm a scientist.
Right.
If you had evidence. And then, of course, you know, you have your different extremists in groups, like especially religion. But the guy from the Noah's Ark thing, he was like, I have evidence. It's the Bible. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, man, if you really think about it, the Bible was Hebrew. translated to German, to Latin, to English, to yada, 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 over millions of times. That's like playing phone, bro.
Yeah.
How many times and how many different words and translations are going to get lost in that?
Right.
You know? So to me, I don't think the Bible is a scientific data. I don't think it's a religious or not. It's not a historical document. To me, it's a very well written fiction book. Very well written. The book that I'm in the middle of reading right now, it's called The Sacred Mushroom and the Cross. It's by John Marco Allegro. He used to be what was it? He used to decipher the Dead Sea Scrolls from way back in the day from, I can't remember, ancient Smyrna, maybe? I'm not 100% sure. I think that was like one of the first times that they started writing like words down. And based on his findings, which, I mean, some of it was interpretation of the words from, transcribing them. But he came to believe that the Christian religion was just a bunch of psychedelic rituals and fertility rituals hidden in parables to hide from the Romans from back in the day. Now, I haven't finished the book, but I heard about it on Joe Rogan's podcast, and it just stuck to me. Like, I was like, I have to get that fucking book.
Yeah.
And if you look at some of the old Christian, like, paintings and stuff, there's a lot of mushrooms in those pictures. In which psilocybin and mushrooms is a psychedelic. That's the psychedelic that's in mushrooms. And, I mean, if that's the case, if these people were taking mushrooms, then, yeah, you're going to think that that's God. Because something's talking to you especially in an era where you don't know what mushrooms are. You don't know what the fuck that's just religious to you because you're having this moment of truth and trials and errors and it's just coming back to you and you're having this like inside voice that's like, oh, you gotta do better. You gotta stop fucking each other up and raping everybody and blah, 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 blah. Like, yeah, if you didn't know any better, like, yeah, of course that'd be God.
Right.
And I mean, that's not me knocking it. It's just like, if that's the case, then, bro, it went the wrong way.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm the same way religions I am death. There's just a lot of different possibilities, man.
Yeah.
There's so many different ways.
Who really knows? I mean, there's no, I guess, true way to find out.
Other than dying, man.
Yeah. We find out when we find out.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really the only thing we know that is promised.
Like I said, I used to believe that we just died and then that was it. Like our matter didn't matter. Mm-hmm. We were just, something that
was disposable.
Yeah, kind of disposable. I like to make this joke a lot still to this day. I think that we're just an aliens science project that got a C+. It's just sitting on the shelf. Mm. And I mean, that could be a possibility, and that fucks my mind up.
Yeah. And just a small speck of sand, we one of millions, billions, trillions.
That's why I believe in extraterrestrials and like aliens and stuff, bro.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Like, there's no way, like, if we live like this, there's no way that there's not other shit going on out there.
Oh, yeah. Tons. And who's to say they've not already been here or are still here right now?
Mm-hmm.
And we can't even tell it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And then if they are here, then what are they here for?
Exactly.
What I was saying earlier is, like I used to believe that when we die, like, nothing happens. But now that I think about it, if you talk about people that are, like, terminally ill, that, like, people that have cancer, sicknesses and everything, they feel like they're truly alive. Like, they know they're going to die, but they feel like in that moment, in those last moments, they're truly alive.
Yeah. Dang.
So, with that new life coming to them and that much energy is coming to them, I can't not believe that there's not something else on the other side.
Dang.
Yeah.
So you think they live, like, with a whole nother, like, urgency to, like, do things? Well, I guess there is an urgency to do things that I guess they've always wanted to do, but I never looked at it like that.
One thing that I've been trying to study Buddhism a lot here recently, just because it's always spoke out to me. But there's a show that I started watching. I actually think I mentioned earlier, that Midnight Gospel show. One of the episodes, it was talking about how all these things that we do to keep us busy kind of keeps us away from that inherent feeling of like we are like going to die one day. And everything that we do try to like keeps us away from that feeling and like just keeps us busy instead of thinking about that. So I think that kind of ties into play like with those terminal illnesses. Like they've accepted that. Like they're like, yeah, I'm going to die. But like I'm not going to let that like take me away from the life that I still have left.
Right.
You know, and if more people like took that into play, I know a lot of friends of mine who said that psychedelics have kind of helped them out with that. You know, they've had like a lot of trips where it's like, yeah, I'm going to die. And it's just kind of made them like appreciate life more and kind of like living in the now.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. So I kind of feel like it's the same thing with those terminal illnesses. But like I said, with that much energy and life going into that new life, whether it is, I mean, I don't know. Nobody does. But I can't think that way anymore. I can't see that much energy and life come into somebody that's going to die relatively soon. I can't believe that there's nothing after that.
I don't know, man. It's tough. It's a debate.
It's a huge debate.
Nobody really knows who's right and who's wrong, or if there's a right or wrong. But who knows?
Nobody, bro. Just the dead. I was listening to a podcast earlier while I was working out, and the dude was talking about how he had talked to kids who had cancer, and there was a kid who had died and then came back. And then when he came back, he was like, I didn't want to come back. Like what I experienced on the other side was way better than what I have now. You know, I don't think he said it was like a religious thing. I think it was just like, you know, you crossed over to that other realm and you realize that there is something on the other, which I mean, you hear people say all kinds of shit after they come back from death. But like hearing that, just like a lot of the things I've been like going through or just like studying or learning, because I love learning, bro. I enjoy just like gaining knowledge. So with that coming into play, I just can't believe that we just die and nothing happens. I feel like we're all connected somehow.
Man, that's crazy to even think about, man.
Isn't it?
It's just crazy. Like, I mean, I know we all got a date, but nobody knows when that time clock's going to expire.
And you make the decisions. Like, you can choose to do something stupid and make that date a lot sooner than what it should have been.
Yeah, even small decisions. And that's what life is. Life is like a game. It's full of those decisions to really see what's the next piece in your life. You know, like the things that we went through younger. It's kind of like pieces that set us up to where we are now.
True. It's very true. I don't know, man. I just feel like the undiscussed, because I feel like a lot of people just don't like to have discussions like this. They feel like they either differ or they just don't even want to like talk about it. You know, I just feel like discussions like this help people with that, I guess, realization. Yeah. You know, nobody really wants to think about dying.
Exactly. But some people do think about their next home. And if they do, they should call me at 270-903-1042. Bruce Ayres.
I can actually get you a new house in the astral realm.
Yeah. We can see about some. Well, I'm only licensed in the state of Kentucky, but
shit, maybe space that you don't need a license.
Yeah.
Maybe it's transferable.
That's true.
Man. Need to holler at Glock Glock Gloop Gloop. Maybe they know. Man.
Start listing some planets.
Hey, bro, yeah.
Hey,
we
might be onto something.
Hey, we might be onto something. Y'all just heard the birth of something new. Selling houses. Hey, you have people that are trying to live on Mars. Elon Musk, holler at us, bro.
He can take the He can take the trips, drop them off to the new home after we sign the paperwork.
Elon, holler at me, bro. I don't even want a Tesla or nothing. We can just talk.
Yeah.
You know, we can get something. We can start chopping up and get something in the works.
Yeah, we can definitely work on something.
Well, man, I appreciate you coming on here. It was
For sure.
It was a really good time. If there was like other than trying to sell houses, you trying to put your name out there, which is never a bad thing. Other than that, is there anything that, anything you said or anything we've said that you want these people to, hold true to their life?
Man, just understand, can't stop pursuing. Always use every day as an opportunity to grow. Even 1 hour, 30 minutes of your day, use it towards growth. Read a book. Practice something you love. Anything that you can get better with, do it. Yeah. And if you do need anything in the real estate market, any questions, anything, reach out to me. Don't hesitate. I got Facebook, Instagram. Yeah. That's what's up.
So
Appreciate it, man.
he wants the people to take away the understanding of Can't Stop Pursuing, which is something that we hold very dear and true to our hearts. We don't ever like to give up on anything.
Right.
We like to grind and grind and grind until we get to it. And then when we fall short, we got our homies to keep our backs.
Yep. And then it's back to the grind.
Then it's back to the grind, man. Just because you
Until
fall,
we get there.
just because you fall doesn't mean you can't get back up.
Exactly.
You do need some help sometimes. Sometimes you
For
need
sure.
support.
You
That's
need that
fine.
support.
That's fine.
And I got you. I got a few extra wristbands if you need it. Just if you need that daily reminder. If you don't talk to a lot of people, you can always look down at that wristband and see Can't Stop Pursuing. All right, let me pick myself back up and get back on the grind.
Facts. I mean, anything that we do, we try and do victory lap.
Right.
Shout out Nipsey, rest in power.
For sure.
Yeah, man, just Can't Stop Pursuing. If you're looking for a house, looking to sell a house, or even interested in the housing market, shout him out. Bruce Ayres, find him on Facebook. He will answer any questions that you got, as long as you're actually serious about it. Because we all business over here.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you coming on.
I appreciate you too, man, and it's good to see where you are now from where we started. So many things we done manifested and spoken to existence, and to see everything, kind of coming full circle and coming into play now. It's a good sight to see, and I'm excited for the future for you, man. And I see only great things in the future for you.
Man, I appreciate it. Man, I swear, and that's one of the main reasons, we stay, close, man. You always, not only are you making sure I'm on my, on my shit, but you always, supporting me too. And it goes tenfold back, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I'm very blessed. Like I said, I'm not a religious person, but I'm very blessed to have people in my life that are not only supporting in everything that I do, but also making sure that I'm staying on top of that.
For sure. We
need
those people.
We do, man.
We do.
And people forget that we need friends. We need people that are going to help support us. Right. Can't do everything on your own, man.
I swear, man. And I feel I guess in a way, man, a lot of people aren't blessed to have the circle kind of that we do, and the friends that we have that keep us on our toes and making sure that we're taking care of what we need to take care of. So just to even be blessed to, be put in the same situations and even put in the same circle. Like you said, you transferred your freshman year and we got close around junior year. Mm-hmm. How we all came together at one time and what we formed, it's kind of like destiny. So,
it's not just a saying, bro. It's a lifestyle.
For sure.
It's something we've always been with and something we're going to always be with.
Most definitely.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate it. All people in dimensions and universes. Mm-hmm. Thank you again. Thank you for coming in, Bruce, man. I appreciate it.
All right, man. I appreciate you, Blake.
Hey.
And Seacrest out.
Seacrest out. All right, guys. Y'all have a great one. Thanks.